Peace. It's Equalityfragrances coming to you from PG County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those returning to my channel, I humbly appreciate your support. For all those new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I drop some new videos. The like button goes a long way. If you don't like my videos, hit the dislike. I am good at responding, and I'm also like constructive criticism. So with that being said, before I even begin, I first have to give a salute and a shout out to Ashton over at Gen Sense. Recently he did a video where he talked about 10 new fragrance channels that he watched, like Bruce Wayne as Batman. He's in the shadows lurking, and I was one of the channels that he mentioned. By him mentioning my name, I have just received approximately 200 new subscribers to the cipher. I'm honored, and to be honest, even if I would have only got one of you all, it was the thought that mattered to me. So with that, real recognize real, and I take the time out to salute you. So with that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. Today, I'm gonna be talking about a fragrance house of Mancera, and a fragrance from Mancera that rarely, I don't think anybody, maybe one or two, has even discussed on YouTube. And that fragrance is Wave Musk. We're gonna talk about this fragrance. When should I wear it? What I think of it? How long does it last? Performance, and my ranking. So with that being said, let's get to the notes first. In the top, you're gonna have grapefruit, black currant, and fresh herbs. In the mid, you're gonna have marine notes, crystal salt, orange blossom, and in the base, you're gonna have woody notes and white musk. What does that all mean, and what does it do on skin? I have to dry down on my hand too. When you first spray this, you're gonna get hit with a realistic, juicy, bitter grapefruit combined with white musk and black currant, which makes this fragrance completely dank. It is musky. How musky? Teenage boy playing outside all day in the summer musky. Take a shower. Musky is right. You get the oceanic power of the ocean, but not in the middle of the ocean. Because if you're on a boat, like in the Caribbean, in the middle of the water, smells totally different than when you on land. I get like, imagine being on a pier, and you can smell the wood from the pier and the crashing of the beautiful ocean, like in the Caribbean, crashing up along the pier. That's the kind of marine scent I get from this. This is a beautiful, clean, white floral, musky citrus scent. Is it groundbreaking? No. Let me explain. This, what I would say is this is Mancera's version of like Tom Ford's Costa Azur or MFK Acqua Universalis Forte. It falls right in that category. So if you smelt those scents and you said, they're nice, but they're a little too thin, pass. This is not gonna be for you. I don't put gender on fragrances, but I understand that some of you do. If you are familiar with those fragrances and you smelt them, this ain't gonna be for you. If you like a marine, it's aquatic notes. When I think aquatic, you think like Invictus, and then there's marine notes. That's just a totally different scent to me. And if you like marine, musky, yet citrus floral scents, this is worth trying out. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do I give this? I give this a solid 8 easy. Why do I give it a solid 8? It's not groundbreaking, it's been done before, but the difference is this performs and projects, man. When I spray this on, especially in the spring and summer, if the heat is hitting this, you gonna get 3 hours of pretty good projection. The sillage though is pretty monstrous. I left a nice scent trail. Like, I walked somewhere and left, and people's like, dang, like, I can smell you still kind of standing over here. Listen, if you work in an office, don't put no more than maybe 3 is pushing it, and 2 sprays, depending on what kind of office you work in. Maybe 2 sprays, 1 really, because this will take over a room, especially within those first few hours. Longevity, I personally was getting 8+ hours on skin. And I'm not talking about at the 8-hour mark, it was a skin scent and I can rarely smell it. I'm talking about I was getting hit with constant wash even after 8 hours. That's me. Is it a room filler? I mean, yes and no. It's a room filler from the fact that when you just walking around through sea yards, everybody's gonna smell you. You put enough sprays on this, somebody across the room or across from you will smell you though. So you be careful on this. You don't need a lot of sprays on this. When will I wear this? I see this being worn casually in the spring and summer. I would also dress this down or dress it up in the spring or summer. If I'm going somewhere like an outside event, rather it be an outside gathering or outside dressed up event, I would definitely wear that to this event. Now, I have so many fragrances, I don't reach for it as much, but this is the perfect kind of scent. Women, you can make this your signature scent for the fall and winter. It's just, I mean, for the spring and summer. Sorry about that. For the spring and summer, it's going to last. Again, it's beautiful, it's light, it's airy, it's soapy, it's clean, it's aquatic, but it's not groundbreaking, and it's not going to be for everybody. You know what I'm always tell you, nothing is blind buy when it comes to these fragrances, unless it's a limited fragrance that you can't find anywhere else, so you need to get it. Other than that, I'm never going to tell you to blind buy anything. Get you a sample first. I'm telling you, it took me literally 3 to 4 days before I really opened up to this. And that's how whenever I wear a fragrance or I'm first testing a fragrance or I buy a fragrance, I have to wear it at least 3 or 4 days, because what I thought in the beginning sometimes gets better or gets worse depending on how long I wear it. And I've learned to respect and enjoy this fragrance, especially when you don't want nothing too sticky on those hot days. This is going to work. Currently on discounters, you can find this for under 100 stripper ones, under about 80 stripper ones to be exact. For 120 ml, that is a steal. That's like 3 lap dances, man. Again, it's not for everybody. It's beautiful. This might be something you just want your women to smell like, and that's okay. I get it. So with that being said, that's my take and review on Mancera's Wave Musk. A lot of people don't talk about it when they talk about those Mancera spring and summer scents, but this is one people need to talk about more, in my most humble opinion. So everybody new, again, welcome to the Cypher. Hopefully you like the video, comment. I'll respond to all my comments, and I'm gonna leave you the way I greeted you, and that's in universal language. Peace.